Buddhism, bringing the wandering mind back to its refuge, which is at the center of the body, is a task for each individual at the final chapter of life. In Buddhist culture, you'll see how relatives and friends help their loved ones complete this goal by recollecting his or her wholesome deeds done. Life has its ups and downs. Meditation helps lit the inner light that will guide you through the darkness in your life. Join Reverend Piyasilo in the next meditation session.